Hi, I'm Alison Moncrieff-Kelly and I'm a cellist, teacher, music examiner, and I'm talking about this project, CelloSongs, which is sort of a mission really to introduce lovely tunes to anybody who likes the idea of playing the cello. Teaching people to play their instruments properly is really, it's a kind of lifetime mission. And when I completely by chance met Tommy about 3 years ago, he said to me, we need to write a book. And what I hope we've achieved is to write some bangingly good tunes. One of the standout features of this book is the settings, as in how the accompaniments are put together, because we've arranged for them to be available through QR code. So even if you don't have access to an accompanist or a piano or any way that you could play it with someone else, you can through this QR code. And one of the things we were focusing on particularly was to make that setting as exciting as possible so that you didn't feel you were just playing tonic dominant and round the corner and back again. You can play something and feel you're actually part of quite a big musical setting. Our first tune in the book, Wistful Waltz, is a kind of tribute to the Adam Carse way of writing for cello. And we moved through various different ideas. So there's a calypso in there, which is designed to get people thinking about first and fourth fingers. A lot of this is a way of disguising technical kind of necessity inside a really good tune, so you don't feel like you're being made to do a study or, go through a performative series of exercises. They're tunes, but in order to play them, there are various technical points being exercised. And then the book builds up through the 12 pieces, and the second last piece is called Something Really Lovely, which is the big tune, if you like. And it's kind of like the prize, the cherry on the cake at the end of doing all the other pieces and working through different styles and ideas, but then you get this big fat tune at the end and you can really let go. When you get to the end of the book, there is a certificate signed by both myself and Tommy, and that would then lead progressively into book 2 and then, exponentially into book 3. So it is a series with a future, and there'll be a kind of cohesion in all of that because the themes of how the pieces work and the kind of material we're using will be recognizable. There'll be a kind of style to it. In the writing of it, both Tommy and I sent our pieces to various people to try out. I did a lot of trying out on my very nice, long-suffering pupils, and I didn't tell them anything about what the standard was. I just said, here's a piece, let's try it. And I tried these pieces out on people of all ages, including adults, and ages going from about 9 or 10 up to about 18, and standards of grade 1 to diploma. Now, I didn't tell them who'd written the pieces, so it wasn't like they felt they had to be nice to me or they wouldn't get any more lessons. It was actually genuinely that I just said, do you want to try this? And I got very positive feedback. I think as a teacher myself, this is the book that I wanted. I felt like it's got the technical stuff in it, but it's got the tunes, and it's a book that I have wanted for all the years that I've been teaching, and to have been able to work with Tommy, who can do harmony in so many different kind of genius formations, it just sort of gelled somehow. We've come out with absolutely the result we wanted.